In this episode, we're going to walk through ways to tell the difference between teasing and taunting. I want to credit the source of this information from the work of Barbara Coloroso, who is the author of the book, The Bully, the Bullied, and the Bystander. This is a classic book I would encourage parents to read on understanding bullying. So imagine your child comes home from school and looks sullen. You ask what's going on, and they share that no one will play with them at recess, or that two of their friends were mean to them at school. Again, depending on the child's abilities and their age, they may have great difficulty differentiating bullying from mean or teasing from taunting. And so kids, as they get older, get better at decoding behaviors in other children, but it's not easy to know. Was that just teasing? Were they taunting me? Or were they bullying me? And so as adults, we have to consider what's the context of the behavior on the part of the person who's doing the teasing. Is it intentional? Is it repeated? Is it a pattern? Is it intended to be hurtful? Or was it just an awkward social situation between the two people? What's the interpretation by the child who's being teased, and is it accurate? So let's walk through some of the differences. When a child is teasing, or when teasing occurs, it allows both of the people involved, and think about your own adult relationships here, they can swap roles with ease. They can tease or be teased back. Many relationships are like that. With our friends, we often show caring and affection through gentle teasing. Taunting, on the other hand, is based on this imbalance of power, and it's one-sided. Usually one person does all the teasing and the other person, or all the taunting, and the other person receives it. When teasing occurs, no hurt is intended. Now, somebody's feelings might get hurt, but it wasn't intentional. Taunting, on the other hand, is intentional. The other person has an agenda. They want the victim to feel discomfort. That's called harm. When teasing occurs, it really maintains the dignity of all the people. The teasing is lighthearted, it's gentle, it's playful. It's not meant to make the person feel bad about themselves. Taunting, on the other hand, involves trying to make the other person feel humiliated, sometimes using cruel, demeaning, bigoted statements, making jokes that are really thinly disguised, to cause harm, and then to say, oh, I was only teasing. But if it's causing harm, it's not teasing. Teasing pokes fun in a lighthearted way. Taunting includes laughter at the person, at the target, not with the target. When somebody's teased, both people laugh. When someone's taunting, there's only one person or that group doing the taunting that's laughing. So it's meant to diminish the worth, the self-worth of the person who's being teased or taunted. Teasing is only a small part of the relationship in healthy relationships. People tease a little bit and then they go on with their day. There are other things that they value, that they share. When taunting occurs, it includes fear of further taunting, and sometimes it defines the relationship. Teasing is innocent in its motive. Taunting is sinister in its motive. When teasing occurs, it's discontinued if the teased person is upset or objects. Again, that feedback loop. If the person teasing sees that they've just hurt their friend's feelings, they stop. They apologize. They don't keep doing it. When taunting occurs, it continues, especially when there's a negative reaction, when the other child gets mad or gets sad or withdraws or becomes distressed. They're even more likely to do it. That falls into that taunting or bullying category. And I want to wrap up with asking, what about taunting at home? In this episode, we've looked at how some of the key differences between teasing and taunting occur between kids at school. But be mindful that this same pattern can happen between siblings. And it would be important to not shrug it off as an older sibling taunting a younger sibling and calling it sibling rivalry. It is not sibling rivalry. It is sibling taunting. In fact, the harm caused can be even more devastating to the child being taunted by a sibling because it's happening at home. and in a place where those who are in a place to stop it are looking the other way. So please give thought to that if it's occurring in your home. Thank you for tuning in and considering this parenting topic. I hope this information added to your growing toolbox for parenting your children. Please consider exploring other topics in this series. Remember, no one parenting tool can do everything. We need many tools to become the best parents for our children. Your children's future depends on you and the time and effort you invest in them today.